guys, so today I am going to be looking at how I remastered a video I made back in 2013. So right now I'm using Filmora 9. So now I'm scrolling, I'm just bringing in the music and the media rather. So here I have my original one that I had downloaded from my old channel. I'm just changing the settings. I want it at 60 frames per second. I want it in like full resolution. There we go. Because I want the difference to be known. So at this point, I'm basically just getting the base video. And I'm putting it to 1080p. I believe it was at 720 when I downloaded it off my old channel. And here I'm like just combing through it. You know, I want to see what effects may improve it. So I'm just going through the casual effects now. So I'm just scrolling down here. And guys, you find this in the effects section. Here I am. I'm trying black and white film. You guys can see the difference. See from the kind of washed out gray and then this deep, darker black instead. So, I mean, really, guys, you just need to look at it and compare. That's a lot of the time, just trying things out, seeing how they work. The whole point of me not remaking it is I don't want to change it a lot. I just want to improve it. So, as you see, guys, there's a lot more contrast, but then the white isn't as pale. It's kind of cream-like. It's got a tint to it. And I'm just really trying to see at different parts of the video. And this is not skill I'm doing. And I'm rendering it now, guys. So I want to render preview because I want to see it clearer and crisper. It won't automatically do that on Filmora 9. You will have to do a render preview if you want to see it. And now I want to see it for a longer period of time. So now we can see it. We see it's a lot darker. Still not in its full quality that it would be. But I'm feeling it, you know. I think it's an improvement as far as the contrast goes, as far as the popping goes. Look, just that shift. And I just wanted to see it again. I went back. That shift is gray. It's washed out. And, you know, that's not even a problem. It's not that I really disliked it. It's just, it didn't pop as much. There was something nice about it too, but with the square edges too, you could see a clear difference between the borders of the screen and the two surrounding areas on the left and on the right. So at this point, I've seen enough contrast, pretty much. And I'm just trying different effects. So I just put Alban on to see what it does. Oh, it's even darker. It like just adds. So here I'm in crop and I'm in pan and zoom. And this can basically just make something like pan in, pan out, go left to right, right to left. It can make, like here, I'm trying it now. It would start from one area and slowly kind of move to the second shape. And I was really just toying around with the idea. Do I want this full screen? Or do I want like it to have areas of that? And as you'll see in the final result, I did come to a final conclusion where I kind of had a compromise between the two. And so here it is full screen at the moment, but I have it slowly revealing more of the screen. And I'm just skipping ahead a bit because basically I don't want to erase any of the movement I see. And there are areas in the video that are a lot more active over the screen and areas where it's a lot more concentrated to one spot. So my aim was to not cut anything out that was interesting. As you see, some of the imagery is cut off. And that worked for some of it, but there comes a point where a lot of it's going to be cut off. And I just went back and forth with this, guys, and just thought, you know, what's best for the overall product? And in design, you need to consider that a lot. There's been times where I've been really caught in between something I really like creatively, but it's like, is this fit for my client? Is this fit for the purpose? And sometimes you need to compromise. So here I'm just like changing the amount of the effect. I think I really just decided to go full in the end because it didn't change the content, but it did improve its overall appearance. Yeah, so guys, I just put smart denoise here. And these are just things I noticed, like it got rid of, because earlier I noticed it was like a deep blue, it was a bit off color. And when I added the denoise, it really just sharpened this contrast. It's like really the only colors you see now are two. And I wasn't getting that. And you'll see in the side-by-side video that there's areas of the original that are discolored and kind of shift and flicker between similar colors, but not the same color. And I didn't want any of that. I really did want it to look like an improvement. Hopefully you guys, when you look at them side by side, you could be like, yeah, I mean, I see that. And it was hard because it was like part of me that like didn't really want to touch it, but there were like some physical mistakes. Like, it's one thing if I wanted it dark gray or dark blue, but that wasn't my intention. My intention was to have this contrast between the dark and the light. And for whatever reasons, it was like limited what I was using at the time too. I didn't do any of this rendering or editing or aspect ratio setting or any of that stuff. It had flicks between the colors in a way that I had not wanted it to. So I decided, the one thing that bothered me was like, the white is not as clean, like it's not as pale as I liked it like the first time I made it. But I had to weigh it up. I'm like, is it offering more to me or less? At this point, I'm still like, I want to get rid of these black bars at the side. You know, that's kind of how I'm used to watching videos now, but I didn't want to cover up too much of what was going on. So for a lot of this time, I'm trying to problem solve, and I'm weighing up the benefits of doing it full widescreen, keeping it at its original aspect ratio, and how to generally clean it up. So I'm back in crop and zoom, I'm in pan, and this is where I'm kind of deciding I'm gonna have the best of both worlds. I want to kind of have a lot of the screen shown, but ultimately go out to its full screen, even in a square view. And the good thing about the effects I put on, the two effects, is that they really did merge it more together. Like, before, the bars on the side were clearly a different color from, like the black bars on the sides of the square video, the square screen. Look, they're clearly different tones than the color in the center where all the illustrating is going on. So I decided, at least with the filters on, it doesn't seem so cut and pasted together. And I can live with that. So let's have a little look at them side by side. I will link the actual full-length video in the description, and it will also appear at the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching.